Please help me. I don't know what to do. Please, you must stop. Listen to me. You have come to Hadran's caravan for the games, yes? The gambling? My hand is missing. I fear the worst and I do not know what to do. He is my mate, my life partner. He came to the caravan to bet on the games, to win gold so that we could make a life together. Foolish Tan. No coin is worth his life. His father and sister joined me in the search and told me of a woman named Ezzag. She works for Hadran himself. Might even know where my boy has gone, but would not speak to us. Please, will you try to speak to her? I can see the benevolence of Srendar in your eyes. Thank you. Who can say why a man in love does anything? We have spoken about our plans over the last few years. What we want to do with our lives. Tan grew restless, tired of waiting for tomorrow to come. Our dream, do not laugh, please. Tan's father, Mozag, is a cook, and a very accomplished cook. My Tan is a good cook as well, and I have always wanted to run a business. We spoke of opening our own tavern, making Mozag proud. You have not heard of Hadran? His reputation is one of darkness and cruel claws. They say he trades in slave flesh and skooma, that he makes deals with spies and traitors. I worry my sweet Tan is in over his head.
Welcome to Hadran's caravan. I'm Ezzag. I manage the games and the tavern. What can I do for you? You'll have to excuse me. I make it a policy not to discuss what guests have come to the caravan or what they do here. We value the privacy of our clients, you know. Ah, I understand. I'd like to help, but... you know, perhaps some of the game runners may have seen him. If you were to speak to them, maybe spend some coin, perhaps, they may recall this kitten. It's what I'd do, if I were you. Let's see. Dulan espies many things from his position at the Lizard racetrack, and most people that come to the caravan watch the spikeball races, so Bunal is a good bet. Kaba up at the troll ring has a keen eye for newcomers.
The next race is about to begin. Place your bets. Remember, the fine line between winning and losing is the finish line. Now is not the time for questions. Now is the time for betting. Place your bet on one of these fine lizards. Winners get fed, losers feed us. Right into the stew pot. After the race is finished, we can discuss your friend. You have 3 fine reptiles to choose from. Pick one to win. First across the finish line gets the prize. Which do you choose? You are wise, my friend. This little beast was found in the wreckage of a Daedric anchor. I confess, she is my favorite. Swifter than swift. Many thanks. Now, let's get our little friends to the starting line. The race is about to begin.
Lizard set? Lizards ready? Go! The blue lizard wins!
Your lizard is the winner. You are an excellent judge of reptiles. Tand. Ah, yes. Dulon remembers him now. Yellow braids, younger. He was here. He lost many coins, then got into the moon sugar rum. Sad state of affairs. Oh, of this I am sure. But if Hadran heard about this... Well, the boss doesn't mind drinking, and he has a certain patience for owing. But drunks that owe a lot of coin tend to disappear. They are hard on the piece and bad for business. Who can say? Dulon never sees them again. Now go. This one has races to run.
Delicious. You look strong, sleek. Yes, come, come. Join the race. Try your hand at spikeball, the sport of champions. Why look when you have found your new calling? Spikeball is the most exciting new sport in all of Tamriel. You will be hero to all. Perhaps you do not understand. Bunal is running a business here. He must run a match. Perhaps after the match, Bunal will be more willing to discuss this Tand person. But only after the match. Yes, Bunal likes your style. The game is simple. You must run the course and beat the other runners to the finish line. Each of you will carry 3 spike balls. These you can use to throw at your opponents, to stun them and slow them down.
Do I look drunk?
More drink over here.
Ready! Set! Spike ball!
I don't know you. Do I know you?
I don't feel so well.
You fly like the wind and hurl like a giant. If you were to consider a career in spikeball, this one would be pleased to be your manager. I remember your Tand. Yes, he was a fierce runner. Great speed. Very powerful. Spikeball? No, he was terrible at spikeball. Hadran's men were chasing him. I have never seen such an athlete. This one thinks a spikeball or two would have served him well.
Witness a diabolical duel of death and destruction. Place your bets. 2 terrifying titans face off in a bloody battle of bulk. Welcome to the Troll Arena. Kaba has no interest in talking of troublemakers. All she speaks of are bets and trolls, winners and losers. Perhaps if you were to bet, she would remember a loser named Tand. Pick your champion, then watch their death match from the comfort of the balcony. Why not enjoy the death and carnage with a cold ale in hand? What could be more pleasing? Now, who will you bet on? Frostmaul Face Cleaver or Boulder the Blood Drinker? A fine choice. A fearsome opponent. Terrorized the backcountry for weeks before our trainer caught him. Don't get too close to the railing if you've been drinking. Trust Kaba when she says you don't want to get between those two. Excellent! Let the battle begin.
Ready? Fight!
Hey! How did this get empty?
You.
Can't be fun. Drink in peace.
Frostmaul Face Cleaver wins!
You know how to choose a troll. Kaba congratulates you on your winnings. Kaba remembers him. He bet and bet until he lost all his gold, crawled into the bottle. Ezum heard of his losses and his drinking and his debts. He might have even heard from Kaba. Who can say? She has tried to warn troublemakers off in times past before Hadran can get his claws on them. This one does not know, and she does not want to know. Hadran makes troublemakers and debtors disappear. Kaba is not so curious about their fate that she would risk sharing it.
Hadran would like a moment of your time. I wouldn't talk like that in front of Hadran. In my experience, prophecies like that have a way of fulfilling themselves. You brought this attention on yourself. Show a bit more subtlety, and you might just live through this day. Smartest thing you've said today. Yes, I'm taking you to Hadran. Mind what you say to him, and keep your guard up. And don't trust him. I certainly don't.
Let me explain how things work around here. For our little operation to work, everybody's got to watch everybody else. The dealers watch the players, the game bosses watch the dealers, and Ezum watches the managers. Me? I watch everybody. But today, I'm watching you. Let me tell you about Tand. When he won, he collected. When he lost, he borrowed. When the well ran dry, he whined. He owes me a lot of gold. If I forgave the debts of every whiner with a sob story, I'd be out of business. Of course he's still alive. Dead men don't pay debts. We made a deal, him and me. He's working it off. Doing a little heavy lifting around the camp. And when he gets used up, I'm going to sell him. He doesn't know about that part yet. Why not? Come on, big shot. I'll take you to him myself. Walk this way. Flank, now!
Over here. Easy now. Don't kill the only ally you have in this camp. I just want to talk. Hadran's a monster. Over the years, the coin, the skooma, they've made him cruel. Cross him, and usually you end up buried in a hole out in the wastes. Kill him, and no one will mourn him. What I propose is simple. A kind of limited partnership. Kill Hadran and walk out of here with that boy, Tand. I've worked this caravan all my life. These people are my family. What started as a side business for Hadran is getting out of hand. Hadran's a slave trader. The Khajiit you're looking for isn't working off a debt. He's being sold on the open market. Grab some of the old uniforms in that tent. Free Tand and the other prisoners, and they can walk out in disguise. Hadran already has buyers set up. He'll be out for blood. He comes after you, and you take him out. Simple.
This one promises to bring money next month. No, next week. You can't hurt me. Shifty can't get the money if... What? Really? Oh, thank Riddlethar. Untie this one.
I wasn't stealing. I just slipped and put my hand in his coin pouch. Oh, finally, you cretins listen to reason. It was an accident. Phew, I think I should keep the money that fell into my palm, just as compensation for this incident.
My friends are gonna murder you for this. Just you wait. You are? Oh, thank you. I was so scared. Thank you.
We're dangerous, huh?
Move to flank!
Unlock the cage, please. They mean to sell Tand into slavery. Many Tand thought he was going to be sold. This one thanks you for your help. Tand came here. He thought he could win money enough to open a tavern, make his father and his Sind proud. Before this one knew what was happening, he was dragged off by Hadran and his strongmen. They said they would sell this one to slavers. Yes, we must leave. The gate to the outside is just around the corner. Sind must be worried sick over this one.
Circle around!
That carcass is mine. You won't leave here. I need aid!
Sind!
Tan, you're alive!
I thought I'd never see you again.
You have returned my Tan to me. I do not know how I would have gone on without him. Your kindness will never be forgotten. How did you get him out of there? Truly, then thanks render you came along. Tamriel is free of another shaveskin Muskas, and Tan is returned to me. Bright moons and long life to you, Walker. We will remember you, always. Come here.
Oh, please, no lecture. This one is sorry.
You deserve one. We were worried about you.
Tanned nose.
Life is a story, yes? We must live through it together. You cannot skip to the last page. Win a life in a gambling den.
Tanned nose. He just wanted to make you and Muzag proud.
We are proud of you. Your father, your sister, me. You do not need a lot of coin to make us proud.
Tanned nose.
We're here for you, you know that. We'll get through this. This is nothing like the time with those Colovians, yeah? The time you almost lost your eye?
That was a bad one. This one loves you, Sind.
I love you too, Tand.
Tasia deserves better than this. She's a good person. Bright moons, traveler. Welcome to our little town of Srenja. Tasia does not suppose you'd like to help her fix the bridge. Apologies. I am just a little tired. Clanmother Shuzura's last assistant Rakad quit very suddenly. And Tasia has had to scramble. Many things to fix, many problems that need solving. Oh, you know, this is a small town. Even the smallest issue becomes a matter for waterhole chitter-chatter. If you're not a carpenter, perhaps you would be willing to take on some of these problems? Speak with the Clanmother? Bright moons light your path, my new friend. Clanmother manages town business from her office at home. You cannot miss it. The largest building in town. This one does not know. Some kind of difference of opinion? Tasia would suggest you speak with the Clanmother if you'd like to know more. Oh, you know, small things for a small town. One of the older persons was complaining of rats, and Tasia thinks someone said children were stealing their crops.
Well?
Shuzura will hear your problem, but you must wait your turn. Do you not see all these people before you? Tasia sent you? Or Zalza? For what purpose? What have those lazy attendants done? Nothing has gone right since Rakad, but never mind. What do you mean? Perhaps. Lately, a few of our clanmates have been on my doorstep day and night. If you were to investigate, Shuzura could get some real work done. Excellent. My 3 loudest kittens are Milk Eyes, Ezzag, and Kalari. The clan knows Milk Eyes as a crotchety blind man, but really, he's a sweet old cat. Rats now live in his well, he says. Shuzura is very fond, truth be told, and she does not want him hunting rats in the dark. Ezzag is always complaining about something. This week, he says someone is stealing his crops. Shuzura thinks it is the local children playing jokes, but he is sure bandits stalk his fields. Poor little Kalari. Of late, she's had bright moons and dark both. Her uncle passed away, but left her his old house. She tried to move in, and now swears the place is haunted.
This one was here long before you.
And which of my sad little kittens will you lift from the sand? Bright moons light your path, little one. You will find his house east of here up the hill. Good luck with those rats. Milk Eyes really is sweet, you shall see. Tell him Shuzura said bright moons. What does she not do? Shuzura is the Clanmother of Srenja, arbiter of disputes, leader in rituals venerating the 2 moons dance, eldest of the women in the village.
I was here first.
No, you weren't.
Rakad was my assistant for many years, made himself invaluable. Then Shuzura finds he has been in contact with the smugglers and skooma dealers from Pa'alat. Shuzura confronted Rakad about his dark dealings. He laughed, said she had become a feeble old cat. She showed him. Had Rakad run out of town. Now no one doubts who runs Srenja. There is not much to tell, my new assistant. We are a sleepy town, yes? We trade with Willow Grove. Try to keep the men from going to Palat or Hadran's caravan, and the merchants make trips to Dune when we need supplies.
Hello? Who's there? Tezia? Tell your busybody clan matron I'm not interested. She did, huh? I don't know what she told you to get you out here, but I guess I can't turn down help. All right, now on to my problem. There are some rats in my well. I can hear them scraping around down there at the bottom. What else would they be, damn it? I hear them down in the well. They must have found some way in, a back way, and lately some of the water has tasted funny. I do it myself, but if Clanmother Shuzura found out I'd gone down there, she'd string me up. Get down there, roust out those rats and make sure they can't get back in. All right, you know what's what. Now stop jawing at me and get rid of those rats. Maybe a week. Yes, just over a week. Those nasty creatures have been fouling my water and scrabbling around down there that long. Disgusting. If Shuzura liked me as much as she claims, she'd have sent someone over sooner. I'll bet she did. Mangy old Khajiit. Blech. Let's just say Shuzura isn't blind like this old cat. She knows a good thing when she sees it, and she's been trying to see milk guys. I mean, she's been trying to see me for years now. I don't need that in my life. Clanmother is crazy.
Come here, and be quiet.
Do you...
Keep your voice down. Tasia has no interest in slavery today, thank you. While you were talking to Milk Eyes, Tasia was patching some holes in the well and, well, she fell in. It looks like the old cat has bigger problems than the rats. Do you smell that? They're running a skooma lab down here. Tasia's going to hide right here. She's no smuggler killer. As for what you should do, the chemicals they use are very flammable. You might be able to smash up the tables. Then, just find a torch or a lamp. Burn the lab all at once.
From the side!
Are you well? That was quite a show. Tasia grabbed you, got you out of there. There was an explosion like we hoped. And then smoke and fumes from the skooma. We won't have to worry about that lab anymore. Tasia just did what anyone would have done, she thinks. Tasia, we'll go tell the Clanmother what has happened here. You go tell Milk Eyes his rats are gone, yes?
I smell smoke. What happened? A skooma lab? In my will? Get me my blade! It's around here somewhere. We'll go back down there together. You just point me in their direction and I'll cut them to giblets. Nice work. I'll get Clanmother Shuzura to have Tasia seal up the cave, clean up my well and such. She's good at such things. With my skooma peddling rats dead, it should be nice and quiet out here. Ezzag complains about trouble at his farm when we play cards, though. And I heard that little Kalari girl crying about her uncle's house. Might see if they need a hand. Good. You should know, little one, that you've helped one of the most respected members of our small community, and you have his gratitude. Give that fat bastard my best, eh? He's just down the hill, probably working on his damned barn. Tell him next time we're playing at his place. Shady bastard.
What do you want? You are in Ezzag's light. This one has chores to do. You have seen the fields here on this stead? Well, crops keep disappearing in the night. Plants just don't up and walk away. Shuzura keeps telling Ezzag it is his children playing pranks, but he has lost half his crop this week. It's bandits, damn it! Thugs and hooligans are taking Ezzag's crop. Head down to the field, find their hideout, kill their leader, bring me his head. On second thought, do not bring Ezzag a severed head. He would almost certainly throw up. What does it matter? Ezzag grows moon sugar, of course. It is a common staple in Reaper's March. We trade it with other villages and sell it in the markets of Dune. Have you ever had moon sugar encrusted ham? Oh, delicious.
There's someone in the field! Get them!
We just need to get this last batch of sugar.
Whew! That was fun!
Move to flank!
Stop the bloodshed. We should talk. You slaughtered Zurana's men, and now you come looking for her blood, yes? Perhaps there is another way. Rakad's deal was a good one, but it's not worth Zurana's life. We stole the crops, collected the coin, but now, perhaps you can make her a better offer. Perhaps you're right. Yes. Zurana needs to find a new way to make coin. She will leave, and Rakad can find his moon sugar some other way.
So, Ezzag was right? It was not children. Ha! Ezzag knew it. That Shuzura thinks she is so smart. Did you deal with them? Is their leader lying in a puddle of blood somewhere? Ha ha! You have made Ezzag's day. No, he's weak. Ezzag shall name the next barn he raises in your honor. Not for Ezzag, but his niece Kalari just inherited his brother's home. She has said there is something wrong with it. Ghosts? Perhaps you help her as you did Ezzag, yes? Good. Now get gone. Ezzag has many chores to do and has already spent too much time joying with you. Go! Kalari should not have to deal with her father's legacy alone. Apparently her house is haunted. She's Ezzag's niece, so normally I would be suspicious. Shiftless family ties, you know? But she is a good sort. Never known her to lie, and a sweet lass to boot.
Don't worry about Kalari. Just mulling what she should do next. Kalari is not even sure they are ghosts. She doesn't know what they are. I inherited this house from my uncle Enoch Do. He passed away not too long ago. When my brother Matal and I tried to move in... It's bad enough that these apparitions keep appearing and disappearing all over the house. But every busybody in Sarenja keeps trying to help Kalari, as if she was some kind of fragile flower. Dark moons. Be careful in there. Whatever they are, get too close to them and they'll send you flying. Kalari found that out the hard way. Uncle Enoch and I were always close, I suppose. Kalari's father died when she was a cub, and after he treated me like a daughter. His only other family in town is my other uncle, Ezzag. He already has a farm on the edge of town. They began showing up almost immediately after Uncle died. Very strange. Kalari does not recognize any of their faces, and as far as she knows, no one has died in the house. Uncle passed away while on a trip to Dune. Oh, Matal is probably off getting into trouble, again. After our father passed away, my uncles Enoch Do and Ezzag tried to teach him right from wrong. He would never listen. Kalari has barely seen him since we inherited this house.
Did you get any of those ghosts to talk? What did you find? What? Let Kalari see that. Mathal and Enoch were running skooma? And for Rakad of all people, Shazura's old assistant, Dark Moons and Dull Claws. Kalari does not know. But wait. Right here in the letter, Uncle says to get Kalari out of the house. And even says, make her think it is haunted or something. Matal, Moons bless him, is not very creative. Could he be behind the ghosts? Rakad's house. That's where he has to be. She kept seeing him near that well, wandering about. Kalari thought he was just being lazy, drinking water. To do this magic, or whatever it is, he would need a private place. That must be it.
What?
I would not do that if I were you.
Away with you!
No charge to have a look.
Open for business.
What happened? Was Matal in Rakad's house? Illusions? Kalari supposes that makes sense. Matal was always learning little tricks, little... But where is he? Where is Matal? No! Damn it, Matal, you stupid, stupid Khajiit. Why would he do this to himself? Why would he do this to me? Let Kalari read that. So Rakad threatens my life directly, and Matal thinks to save me through fear. The typical thinking of a stupid, stupid brother. He died for Kalari, that idiot. Such a waste. No, Kalari would like some time alone to think now. You have done so much for her. You should go speak to the Clanmother. Tell her of all you have done for Sarenja. Thank you for all that you have done. May bright moons light your path, as they have not done for my family. Kalari will be all right. You will see. Just needs some time to deal with what has happened. Go, speak to Shuzura. She will want to hear from you. Good. I'm sure she'll want to thank you for everything you've done for the village. Bright moons.
I erect the spine of inebriation. Shuzura has heard you have been all over town, yes? Tasia has told this one of your exploits, your work. A great help to Srenja you have been. This one finds it hard to believe you've dealt with everyone already. You have helped gentle Milk Eyes with his rats? Skooma dealers in Shazura's town? Dark moons. But then surely you couldn't have also helped cust Ezzag with the children stealing his crops.
I was here
What?
first.
That old buzzard was telling the truth? Fine, fine. Then we should make sure someone looks in on Kalari. Poor little girl is scared to death, thinking there are ghosts in her big new house. Dark moons and dull claws. What has become of my town, my Srenja? Bandits and spells and... Wait a moment. Did you say skooma dealers? Did the name Rakad come up at all as you dealt with these problems? Joan and Jode strike me down. Shuzura had thought him run out of town, his dark influence purged from her clan. But no. Stranger, you have done so much for Srenja already. Will you help Shuzura, she means Srenja, again? Shuzura must admit, she let Rakad too close. She let Rakad do as he pleased for so long. When he was her assistant, Rakad would often use an old cave outside of town for projects. She never asked, because she did not want to know.
You want to talk about something?
Well? Well? What did you find? Did he leave behind some papers? Something to show what's going on in Shuzura's town? Shuzura is speechless. Was Rakad there? There was a time when Shuzura knew every plot, every rumor, every story within her village. Now, she cannot even banish a scoundrel like Rakad. Thank you. Please speak to Tazia. She'll offer you some coin for your service.
You have served this community with distinction. Here you are. I know Shuzura is hard to deal with, so Tazia will say what she cannot. Serenja's path is lit by bright moons, all because of you, traveler. From this day forward, you are always welcome in our little town.